What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today we are doing our after Week 8 NFL Power Rankings. If you know that we do this in tier list format, we go through each individual game, and that's how we rank. We don't go tier by tier, and there's a lot I want to say about this week, so we're just kind of going to jump right into it. Before I give a big shout out to our sponsors, Underdog and Sleeper, use the code HMM when you sign up. Get yourself a deposit match and a free 0.5 pick. Okay, let's just jump right into this tier list because I haven't even had coffee today, and I'm ready to get this thing done because we have football later today. Starting it off, the first game we had on Thursday Night Football, we had the Chargers absolutely molly-whopping, just a beatdown of the Vikings. Chargers right now, to me, they are a playoff team. I think that they're good. They're moving in the right direction. This is just a situation where they beat up on a very bad team, and that's where we're going to end up putting the Minnesota Vikings. I'm going to put the Minnesota Vikings in trash. I think that they're just bad right now. They were winning with defense, and now their defense can't stop anybody. What did they do the past couple weeks? So they're 3-4 this year already. They just give up 37 points to the Chargers. Week before, what happened? They lost to the Eagles. They've lost to the Chargers. They've lost to the Steelers. They've lost to the Falcons. This team is not very good right now. And now Carson Wentz is out for the year. JJ McCarthy's coming back, but I don't really believe in JJ McCarthy. So, yeah, I don't think that this is a very good team. And the Chargers, listen, they're beat up. They're hurt on the running back side of the ball, and they're still getting it done with Kamini Vidal. So I think that this is a playoff team right now, the way that things stand. Justin Herbert's playing well, and those uniforms they were wearing were freaking beautiful. Please make those your absolute, all-time uniforms. Those were awesome. Moving on, we had the Dolphins. The Dolphins beating the Falcons, and this is when I say I have no idea who's good in the NFL. The Falcons lose to the Panthers, beat the Bills, and then get destroyed on their home field by the Dolphins. Dolphins to me are still trash. I don't know if this is a case of the Dolphins are getting better or the Falcons are just getting a lot worse. And I'm just gonna put the Falcons in mid because, again, they'll beat a good team, but then they lose to these terrible teams. I don't know what's going on with them. They'll have weeks where Bijan Robinson, Kyle Pitts, and Michael Penix Jr. and Drake London all look incredible, and then the next week they'll play a crappy team and they'll get destroyed. I don't get it whatsoever. So yeah, that just crazy to me. The next game, this was probably game of the week. Honestly, this was a crazy game. The New York Jets get their first victory over the Cincinnati Bengals, and you see down here there's a little category called Jets. The Jets are not going there. The Jets are still going in Dookie Booty Cheek, and so are the Bengals. This was one of those situations where both teams, sometimes you have a situation where both teams are so bad, the game is just terrible. But on the rare occurrence, you have a situation where both teams are so bad, you have an amazing game. Jets in week 1 versus the Steelers. Jets in week 8 versus the Bengals. Bad teams play each other, and you just get an incredible, awesome game, and that's what we got there. The Jets are non-committal with Justin Fields right now. It seems like the Bengals aren't really figuring it out, and Joe Flacco's hurt now, so they got to go back to Jake Browning. So it's going to be a situation where the team is bad just because they're bad. It's going to be a rough go for the Cincinnati Bengals if they have to go back to Jake Browning. If Joe Flacco is hurt, New York Jets get a win, though. That's all you can really ask for, and they're not in the Jets category this week. Good for them. Now we have the New England Patriots. They beat down on the Browns 32-13. Patriots, to me, in my opinion, are a playoff team. They're playing awesome right now. They have a few scares, like at the beginning of games. During the Titans game, you thought the Titans could probably pull one out versus the Patriots. Didn't really happen. Mike Vrabel kind of put the hammer down. Same thing here. You thought maybe the Browns could stay in this game, and nope. Patriots put the hammer down. Drake May is looking incredible right now. And the Browns, I'm going to put the Browns in the booty cheeks category because I think the Browns right now are they're better than the Jets and they're better than the Bengals. But I think if you, I don't know. I don't think they're trash, but I think they're booty cheeks. So for right now, we're going to put the Browns there. But the one saving grace on their team, actually, I should say two. Myles Garrett is playing incredible. He's on a terrible team, and he's everything TJ Watt should be. And TJ Watt, I'm not even going to get into all that right now. Myles Garrett's playing awesome. Quinshon Judkins is playing awesome. That's something for them to build on for the future. If they get a good quarterback, we'll see what happens. Next up, we have the Bills versus the Panthers. Bills did what they had to do, just beat up on a terrible team. Panthers, Dookie booty cheeks. They can't figure it out. One week they're good, then next week they're bad. But I think overall they're just a very bad team who could somehow find a way. They're not good whatsoever. And the Buffalo Bills, championship contender, in my opinion. Josh Allen, when he puts the hammer down and decides and remembers that his name is Josh Allen, he wins a lot of games. And I'm not saying that that's going to win them a championship, but it can definitely get them there if things fall their way. If they don't play the Kansas City Chiefs, they'll make it to the championship game. We'll just say that. But Bills right now are a championship contender. We have the Ravens taking on the Bears. And this was a game that a lot of people didn't think the Ravens were going to be able to win because the Ravens are booty, but they're somehow still going to find a way to make the playoffs. And I actually did a podcast with Sideliner Sports. We talked about the Steelers situation. I actually think the Ravens are going to find a way to win this division of the AFC North because the rest of their schedule up until like Christmas is a cakewalk. And we'll see tonight if things are fixed. Lamar Jackson is potentially back tonight, so I guess we'll see what's going on with them. This was a game that the Bears had to win. You really got to win this game if you're the Bears. Their actual record on the year right now, 4-3. Their offense, it looks good one week, it sputters the next week. I am going to put them in the mid category. I think they're on the same level right now with the Falcons, and I get it. You're probably being like, well, why aren't the Ravens ahead of the Bears? They just beat the Bears. This is totality of the season right now, and there have been weeks where the Ravens have just not looked like a competent football team. That's why, don't worry if you're a Ravens fan, the Ravens are going to find a way to make the playoffs. They're going to find a way to win this division of the AFC North. So you're good on that. That category right there is actually probably up near Frisky. Better than Frisky. So honestly, be happy with that ranking if you're a Ravens fan right now. Moving on, we had the 49ers versus the Texans. Texans get a win versus the 49ers, 26-15. You know, Texans are mid. They look very incompetent versus the Seattle Seahawks. And then this week, they play a good 49er team, which the 49ers to me are frisky. They're a frisky team when they're fully healthy, which I could probably put them and fix something and we'll talk, but I still think with Kyle Shanahan as their coach, they're frisky. I don't know what happened in this game. I don't know what unlocked in CJ Stroud for them to win this game. I'm still going to think the Texans are mid. Texans do have a good defense. It's just CJ Stroud. Some weeks he's good and some weeks he's bad. This was one of his good weeks. And the San Francisco 49ers, I had them in playoff contention all year. Losing a game like this is a game you probably should win. Even, you know, with all the injuries that you got, you have Kyle Shanahan as your head coach. You just lost. I mean, you straight up just lost, and it wasn't even, you lost by 2 scores. So you're a frisky team right now. You obviously have the potential to move up and down the ranks. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers in our next game took on the New Orleans Saints, and the Bucs got a big win, 23-3. Tampa Bay Buccaneers are a championship contender when this team is fully healthy, and I know that Mike Evans may not be back for the rest of the year, but they get Chris Godwin back. They have a fully healthy Bucky Irving and Ricard White, and when Baker Mayfield's on his game, this is an awesome team. This is a high-flying team, and their defense, when they want to shut down a bad team, that's what they do, and they shut down a Dookie Booty Cheeks team this week in the New Orleans Saints. Tyler Shuck ended up playing, didn't really matter whatsoever. The Saints have a terrible quarterback situation, as we all know. But the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they are a championship contending team, and it's going to stay like that until they really drop the ball on something like that. Next up is the Dallas Cowboys versus the Denver Broncos. My God, the Denver Broncos have been unlocked. The Denver Broncos look great. I thought that the Broncos were just one of those teams that were going to be able to just barely pull out wins after that whole debacle, not even debacle, comeback versus the Giants, where the Giants gave up 33 points in the fourth quarter. But no, the Denver Broncos, I get that they play the Dallas Cowboys, which the Dallas Cowboys right now, I don't know if I want to put them in mid or if I want to put them in track. I'm going to put them in mid. They are just a mid team. Their offense, they probably have the best offense in all the league. This was just one of those situations where they met a better team than them. And the Denver Broncos, the way that they played this week, championship contender. RJ Harvey's unlocked. Bo Nix looks great. J.K. Dobbins is involved. Their receiver core, I'm going to be surprised if they don't trade for more weapons. Now, they just signed a 41-year-old Mercedes Lewis. More power to him on that front, but I think that this is a championship contending team right now, the way that they're playing, and I get that they play the Dallas Cowboys, who have a terrible defense, but again, when you play bad teams in the NFL, all you can do is beat up on them, and that's exactly what the Denver Broncos did, beat up on a bad defense. The Indianapolis Colts took on the Tennessee Titans. Colts, championship contender, and I should probably just put them at the front of championship contender. They're like right in the middle here. I should have another category that just says Colts, because they're in another category where I could see them winning the championship, but I also can at the same time. I don't know. This team is awesome. This team is going to break records this week versus the Steelers. It's going to be crazy, insane, but I just don't know if I can actually picture them winning it all. When they have to play the Chiefs in the playoffs, I don't know if I could see them winning that game. I just don't know yet. And I get that that's like, you're like, well, hey, they've only lost one game this year to the Rams, and I'm like, yes, I get it, but I just don't know. Colts are just, they're a wagon. They're a juggernaut. And I hope that they can win the championship. I want to see new blood in the Super Bowl. We will see. In the Tennessee Titans, welcome to the New York Jets category. You guys are bad. It's just, I'm going to put the Saints there too. We got two teams in the Jets category. You guys are just bad. Terrible, horrible, no good, awful, terrible, stinky. Sunday Night Football. Steelers versus Packers. Packers, championship contender type team. Maybe. Are they though? Yeah, the Packers are a championship contender type team for sure. Jordan Love looked good. Obviously, Tucker Kraft looked like prime Rob Gronkowski. They're playing up against a trash Steeler team right now. Steelers are not good. The defense is terrible. Highest paid defense in the league. Trash. Terrible. The offense gets in field goal range and they completely shut down what they know. Terrible. All they do is settle for field goals. Without Chris Boswell on this team, they're in the Jets category. Chris Boswell is the only thing holding this team together. And if they think that Kyle Duggar is going to fix everything, they're wrong. He's not. I like Kyle Duggar. I think he's a solid pickup, especially with Deshaun Elliott's knee just exploding. But this Steeler team's trash. And they're going to get mollywopped this week by the Colts, then by the Chargers, and then I think we end up playing like the Bengals, so maybe we'll get a win, because if Joe Flacco's not playing that game, the Steelers will win. If Joe Flacco is playing that game, the Steelers are cooked again. So Steelers right now are bad. They're just not a good team whatsoever. Monday Night Football. We had the Washington Commanders taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. The Washington Commanders, to me, are in the fix something and we'll talk category. And again, I think I say this every single week for them. They just need to get healthy. They get Terry McLaurin back, and now Terry's out. Jaden Daniels has been out pretty much all year. They just need to get healthy, and it's I don't even know if they're going to be able to make the playoffs if they can't get healthy. They're 3-5 right now. They just got to get healthy. I'm not going to, put them down here too much because I still think they're a very good team when fully healthy. It's just that they're not healthy. And the Kansas City Chiefs, who beat them, they beat the Washington Commanders 28-7. Kansas City Chiefs are in the, they're going to win it all. Just accept it. The Kansas City Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl this year. Just accept it. I'm not even going to argue. Accept it. They're going to win the championship this year. We had a lot of teams. Oh my God, I forgot a game. I literally passed over a game. The Giants versus the Eagles. Oh my goodness. I was just looking here. Giants right now, RIP Cam Scatterboo's ankle. Giants are booty cheeks. Giants are just booty cheeks. They have the potential to score points. Well, they did. Now they just lost. They don't have Malik Neighbors and they don't have Cam Scatterboo, so they're booty cheeks, but I'm taking them over any of these teams down here right now and probably even over the Cleveland Browns. Booty cheeks type team. Philadelphia Eagles are they a championship contender? Yeah, Philadelphia Eagles are a championship contending type team right now. So that's that. Okay, now we're going to move on to the bye week teams. So the Rams, championship contender. What I'm learning right now in the NFL is there's a lot of bad teams, but there's also a lot of good teams. That's what I'm learning right now. So for the bye week teams, Rams, championship contender. Seahawks, playoffs. They're a playoff contending team. I can't see this team winning the championship. Wow, I love watching to see what Sam Darnold and Jackson Smith and Jigba can do. I still think they're just a playoff team, in my opinion. The Detroit Lions, I could put them in this category as well. They are also playoff team. I feel like I have too many teams in this category right here. You know what? This hurts me to do. Buccaneers are just a playoff team. Because who did the Bucs lose to? The Bucs lost bad to somebody. Not bad. They're 6-2. Who have they lost to? Wasn't it to like good teams? Yeah, they lost to the Eagles and the Lions. So yeah, they're not better than the Eagles or the Lions. They're just a playoff team, in my opinion. That's what I'm going to say. Just a playoff team. The Jags. What are the Jags? Jags are mid. Cardinals are trash. Raiders are dookie booty cheeks. Those are my rankings for after week 8 of the NFL season. And again, what it all comes down to is this right here. The Kansas City Chiefs. They're going to win it all. Accept it. Bet on it. Be happy about it. The Kansas City Chiefs are one of those teams that I don't want to bet on. I never want to bet on. But I know they're going to win. And it takes away the burn and the pain a little bit watching them win when I win money. So just continue to bet on the Kansas City Chiefs because you'll potentially become a billionaire if you do that. So those are my rankings for after week 8. Check out our sponsors, Underdog and Sleeper. Big shout out to them. Use the code HMM. Get yourself a free 0.5 pick and a deposit match. And also check out all of our content on hailmary.media. Read all of our latest blogs. And we just got a new writer. Big Bill is our new writer. He's going to be talking about New York sports. If you guys want to check that out as well, hailmary.media, and check out all of our short form content. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Shorts, Snapchat. You know where to find us. We are everywhere, baby. And be sure to listen to the Hail Mary, our podcast. That will be out tomorrow. I didn't do it this week because, one, I was very mad about the Steelers, and I was only going to rant about them for a half hour. So I gave myself a little, and then I'm also redoing my home office upstairs so we can have a better scene than the room that I sleep in right now. So, yeah, that is that. Thank you guys for watching this latest video. Please like it. Please hit that subscribe button and hit that bell notification as well. Hope you guys have a beautiful weekend. I will see you all tomorrow for the Hail Mary. Peace out, guys. Have a beautiful day.